Hey everybody, this is me, the Undead Viking, and I am excited to talk to you today about the newest, coolest thing I got in the mail from Dogmite Games. Now, a lot of times people ask me, hey Lance, hey Undead Viking, or whatever they want to call me, hey Doofus, what is your favorite game? And I say in a split second, my favorite game is Dungeons and Dragons. Now, they were like, oh, no, I mean a board game. I was like, well, no, you asked me what my favorite game is. And that is my favorite game. What the games that got me into this genre were role-playing games. I got introduced to Dungeons and Dragons by my older brother when I was 6 or 7 years old, and I never looked back. It was the single coolest thing I ever played, and I absolutely love it. I still play Dungeons and Dragons today. I play it every other week, and I absolutely love it. And the thing is, the guys at Dogmite Games, they love their Dungeons and Dragons too, and they make some of the coolest role-playing game accessories of all time. I've done videos from some of their other stuff, and I invite you to go ahead and check those out. But the thing I'm talking to you today about is these awesome, cool dice trays. Now, dice trays are just a thing. Like, I have a buddy, my friend Jason, he cannot, for the life of him, keep his dice on the table. He spins them, they roll, they fall on the floor. It's one of the most ridiculous things. I've known him since I was in grade school. And I know for a fact he doesn't do it on purpose, but it is ridiculous. And so we have tried everything. We give him dice trays, we give him dice towers, we all but locking him up into a cube and just saying wherever the die lands, it's fine. But so we do have a lot of dice trays on the table. But dice trays usually just come, and I don't really have all of my other ones are somewhere else right now. But they usually just are like a square. They're just like a square, and they have some felt in the bottom, or whatever. But to get a really cool decorative one, I was super excited. Now, when they reached out, they were like, hey, check it out. We can make one that has a Viking dragon on it. And I'm going to show you closer up, but basically they sent me this one. It has these cool 2 little spots where I can roll my dice, and I'm super excited. So let me just show you. I've used this in Dungeons & Dragons a few times now, and when I brought this out, all my friends were like, whoa, check that out. That's super awesome. So... And trust me, this is super awesome. But let me go ahead and give you a closer look. I can roll some dice in it. You can take a look for it. And then I invite you to go ahead and check out. They have a Kickstarter going on for these right now. If you're watching this video after the Kickstarter, you can definitely just go to the website and order one. But let's go ahead and take a look at this one. All right, cool. Alright, I'm going to roll some dice in this sucker here in just a little bit, and I'm going to show you how this works. Well, I mean, it's a dice tray, you know how it works, but I just want to talk about a couple quick things before I do that. Obviously, as I said, this is the Viking Dragon. This is a really cool design. I remember when they said, hey, do you want one of these? And I said, I'd love one of those. And I said, what are my options? They're like, oh, don't worry about it. We're going to send you a Viking Dragon. You're going to love it. I was like, yeah, I am going to love it because it's a Viking Dragon. But regardless, yes, I totally dig this. I love the look of this. Obviously, as you know, from my channel and from me, if you ever met me, I am like full-blooded Norwegian, so anything Viking related I'm going to dig. But hey, if Viking dragons aren't your thing, which that makes me kind of sad if they aren't, but if Viking dragons aren't your thing, they have tons of options on their website, on their Kickstarter page, so go ahead and check those out. Now, before I actually roll the dice, I want to show you one other thing. On the back here, you can see they have this little thing here. You're like, what is that for? Well, it's for hanging up on your wall. You can get it up off the table when you and set it up. Just you can put a tack on the wall and you can hang it up there, and so it's out of the way. You don't have to worry about it. You always know where it's going to be. And to prevent it from scraping up your table, they've put these little feet, these little like hard silicone feet here. So it's going to actually raise up off the table, by a good like maybe a ½ centimeter or so. So you have, also because these are that like kind of hard silicone gel type of thing. It's not going to slide around. And you don't have to worry about, even though the finish is super nice, and I mean obviously the wood is sanded down, and there is no roughness to this at all. You don't have to worry about either this scraping up your table, or your table scraping up your dice tower, or dice tray. So there you go. All right, so I'll fully admit when I got this, I was a little bit worried about the fact that I didn't think these were deep enough for the dice. I was a little bit worried that like my dice would pop out. And, any dice tray is going to have dice pop out. You just, it's one of those things where it just happens. But I have been very pleasantly surprised with the fact that these work really well. Now, I'm going to try. I can probably get 1 or 2 to pop out here if I try really hard. But if I just, see, and the thing is I think, like I said, there's like this little dip there. There we go. I finally got one to fall out. But for the most part, as you can see, and that one probably popped out because of the fact that I hit the other dice in there or whatever. But for the most part, the dice are staying in there and they're good. Now, I do like the 2 spots, and I'll tell you why. Because sometimes when I'm playing, what happens is, like, let's say I have, like hobgoblins are attacking the party or whatever. So what I can do is I can actually, like, D4s, right? Anyway, what I can do is I can roll both of these. And I can say, okay, the cube over here or whatever is for, the people on the hobgoblin on the fighter, and this one's for the hobgoblin on the cleric. And I can go ahead and roll both of them like that, and you can divvy them up. Oh, well, the fighter's gonna get hit. But so it's one of those nice things where you can put those out, and obviously you can just use them to, like, store your dice until you're gonna roll them as well. But I totally dig it. It looks awesome. Go ahead and check out the other ones they have available to you. If you're looking for one of those, like, wow factor things that you can put on your table, that are just going to make everybody just kind of just pay attention a little bit more as you're DMing. And plus, it's just, obviously you maybe this isn't something you absolutely positively have to have, but if you want to have something that looks really cool to roll your dice in, I'd strongly suggest you check this out. All right, well, thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and if you have any questions about the dice trays or whatever, go ahead and ask. I'll try to answer those as best as I can. Have yourself one heck of an awesome day, okay? All right.